Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. For today's video, I am going to be doing a review on a new release from the house of Hermetica. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Amy. I do videos on all things girly, especially videos on smelling good. If you like that type of content, don't forget to subscribe before you leave today's video. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you here with me today, and I appreciate you so much. With that said, let's get right into today's video. Alright guys, so today I'm going to be sharing my review on the new Hermetica Appear. And before I get started, I just want to let you guys know that this fragrance was sent over to me by Twisted Lily. You guys know that I love working with Twisted Lily, and on their website they offer niche fragrances, hard to find fragrances, high-end fragrances, and I love their website. They also have an amazing sample system where you can try so many niche fragrances for $5 to $6. And usually when I shop for samples, I have spent up to $20 on a sample before, which is ridiculous after I found out about Twisted Lily. So this video is not sponsored, but I was gifted this fragrance, and I do have two other samples that I want to talk to you guys about so that we can kind of like dive a little bit deeper into the house. So before I do get started with the review, I want to remind you of the 10% off discount code that I have with Twisted Lily, and the discount code is AmyGlam10. I'm going to be putting it up here on the screen so that you guys can have that. And my link is an affiliate link, so I do earn a small commission from the sales. So recently they asked me if I was interested in receiving the latest release, which is called Appear, and it is now available on Twisted Lily's website. And I went ahead and took the chance because sometimes I get a little bit nervous to receive a full size of something because I get scared of not liking it, and I want to be able to just give a good review and love the fragrance because at the end of the day I am adding it to my collection. So when I read the notes for this fragrance, I went ahead and agreed to receive a full size because it sounded really good and it did not disappoint. So before I get started on letting you guys know about this fragrance, I did want to let you guys know a little bit about Hermetica. Hermetica is a niche house for fragrances, and what makes them a little bit more unique is their formulation in their fragrances. So Hermetica's fragrances are unique because they do have an alcohol-free formula. So I have never really heard of fragrances that don't have alcohol, but for a person like me who has dry skin, and just for people who are concerned with alcohol and wearing fragrances on the skin, then you can feel a little bit more comfortable with these because they do not contain alcohol, and they are very nourishing to the skin as you're wearing the fragrances. So their formula tends to be way more hydrating than a regular perfume, and I can appreciate that, especially having dry skin. I can definitely take anything that is hydrating on my skin. So that is really cool. And you can also spray this fragrance all over your hair, all over your skin, all over your clothing, and you know that it's not going to damage your hair, it's not going to damage your skin, it's not going to do any of that. So now I would like to get into the latest fragrance, which is called Appear, and here is the really cute card here with the information of the fragrance, and it says here that it is a fruity and gourmand fragrance. A pear combines the juiciness of a pear, whose natural scent cannot be extracted but obtained thanks to a molecule, the vivacity of a green apple accord, and caramel combined with floral, woody, and musky notes. So this just sounds like a beautiful gourmand fall fragrance, but it's still fruity. And the notes for this fragrance are cassis, mandarin, black pepper oil, jasmine, lily of the valley, orris, gardenia, cedarwood oil, raspberry, peach, heliotrope, vanilla, musk, tonka, amber, sandalwood, moss crystals, and vetiver oil. So it's a lot of notes. And here is the packaging for the fragrance. And I really love these bottles because of the beautiful shade of green. So I'm not sure if the camera is going to show off how beautiful that green is, but it is kind of like an emerald green type of color, and it is just beautiful. All right, so this fragrance right here, I have worn, I would say 2 to 3 times. There's a little tiny little bit of a dent forming in it. I actually don't have any fragrance on today, so I'm just gonna go ahead and spray this on. In the opening, I get the juiciest pear, but I do get the mix of pear with apple. I definitely get like a green apple, juicy green apple. I get the pear in the opening. I get caramel, but it's very light. This is not like a sticky, thick type of caramel. It is a beautiful, kind of like airy caramel type of fragrance, along with that pear, the apple. It is just perfect for this upcoming fall season. It makes me think of apple picking. It makes me think of doing all the fun fall activities. It smells so, so good, and this can definitely be worn during the daytime. You can wear it in the evening. You can wear it pretty much year round, because this would also be really, really nice during spring and summer. Only season that I'm not sure if it would work out would be in winter, but then again, you never know, because this does have kind of like more complexity to it. It's not just a sweet pear and apple. That's the first thing that you get when it opens up. Then I start getting that musk. I start getting a tiny bit of that black pepper. The florals are very soft. They're not outshining the fruits that are supposed to be the star of the show with this fragrance. I feel like this is definitely a skin scent. So if you're looking for a beast mode type of fragrance, or like something that projects super far, I don't feel like you're going to get that with this. This is more of like close to the skin. It smells really, really nice. It smells girly. It smells fun. It just smells juicy. It smells like someone can definitely walk up to you, sniff you, and just feel like they can eat you up because of how gourmand and edible this fragrance is. But it's still beautiful. It still translates into a musky, a little bit of florals in there, fruity type of fragrance. In the dry down, I do start to get a little bit more of those like earthy notes, and it just helps it so that it's not just a very boring linear type of fragrance. I feel like this is perfect for the season that we are entering. I'm super, super excited to have this in my collection. I'm definitely going to be wearing this for fall time, and I might be adding it to my tray because I feel like it's the perfect time to wear this fragrance. This definitely created like a beautiful bubble around me, and it just smells so juicy, beautiful. And I want you to see how like oily the formula is. It's super hydrating on the skin. I sprayed it on my chest, and my chest is definitely looking like really moisturized and beautiful. And I feel like that makes this fragrance that much more fun for me, because my skin is just looking so gorgeous, so nourished. I'm smelling good. It's kind of like if I applied an oil and then that oil was like very heavily scented. That blast in the opening of apple and pear, it's just so gorgeous. It doesn't last the entire time that you're wearing the fragrance. I feel like the blast of pear and apple is literally in the first few minutes within the opening. Then it turns more into like fall vibe. I get like kind of like that crisp air that you get when it is a fall evening. All of the other notes are kind of like surrounding those main notes, and it's just beautiful to me. I really, really love it. Only thing that I will say, because I do like to, you know, let you know what this is all about, I would say that this is definitely the type of fragrance that is really good if you can pick up like a sample size just to make sure that you're going to love it. But it is a safe blind buy, especially if you love fruity fragrances, if you love juicy, musky. It has a little bit of like a warmth to it, like a warmth effect to it, and like a cozy, comfy effect as well. You know, sometimes when it comes to niche fragrances, a lot of the times many people get a little bit scared because they might be a little too much. They might be a little too in your face. Some of the notes are just not beginner friendly. I feel like this is a beautiful house to step into if you're looking into niche fragrances. I feel like it is a beautiful transition. They're offering a little bit more unique notes to you, but they're still giving it to you in a very crowd pleasing type of way. I just love the scent. If you love pear, if you love apple, this is definitely a must have. It is just so beautiful. I think that Twisted Lily will have samples on it. I'm not sure. I'm going to check and see if there is any sample available. I know that they just launched this fragrance on the website. And I also have 2 samples that I wanted to talk about just so that we can dive a little bit deeper into the house. So one of the samples that I have for Hermetica is one that I received from Twisted Lily a while back. And this one is called Sandal Sun. And this one has really beautiful notes as well. So the main accords for this one are nutty, vanilla, woody, sweet, and powdery. So the notes for this one are vanilla extract, sandal essence, and hazelnut molecule. So the first time that I tried this was in the middle of summer. I wasn't sure if I was a fan of it because I'm not the biggest fan of too much sandalwood, but this is beautiful for winter time. This is beautiful for fall time as well and winter. And it reminds me of Sadig and Voltaire's This Is Her, but this one to me is much more wearable because This Is Her gets super thick, glowing on me. I cannot stand that fragrance on my skin. This one is a little bit lighter. It's a little bit more smooth, more refined, better blended. The sandalwood is beautiful. I do get the hazelnut, and it's just like a creamy vanilla fragrance with sandalwood and the nutty hazelnut. So this is another beautiful scent to look into if you are curious. So these samples are great to check out on the Twisted Lily website. And this is one that once I move, I might have to revisit because this is just a beautiful fragrance. So here's another sample that I have from Hermetica, and this one is called Peony Pop. I believe this one was released not too long ago. And this one has osmanthus, absolute, raspberry essence, and peony molecule. So that sounds really beautiful as well. And I do remember trying this one out. This one is definitely a little bit more, it has like a green herbally touch in the opening, but then that peony starts to come in and it turns into a very pretty scent. Yeah, it starts getting much more girly as it starts to dry down. So the opening, it is a little bit herbally, which is not really my favorite, but that doesn't last the entire fragrance. It kind of makes me think of like being in the middle of a garden. So I'm getting all of the floral scents, and there might be even fruits and all of that, but you still have that green element from the leaves and everything surrounding that garden. That's kind of what I get with this one. It's super realistic. There's nothing synthetic about this fragrance, and it smells very feminine, very put together. I definitely see this being more of a daytime fragrance, and I see it working so beautifully in the spring season and in summertime. So I really love the idea behind these fragrances. I love that they are nourishing to the skin. I love that they're not going to dry out your skin or dry out your hair, which sometimes like I love to spray perfume like in the back of my neck, or sometimes I kind of spray it like in the air. And at least with Hermetica, you are safe and you know that your hair is not going to get damaged or dried out, and your skin either. Like, this is not going anywhere. It's just so moisturized and it smells amazing. So that's going to be it from my quick review today. I definitely need to wear it more, play around with it more, go out with it on, wear it in the evening, you know, all of that. And then I will definitely come back either in a favorites video or in an update video, letting you guys know how I feel about it. But right now, as a first impression and just wearing it a few times, I feel like I am in love with this fragrance. It's beautiful. It's perfect for fall time. And I'm definitely going to be looking into other Hermetica fragrances. So that is going to be it from me today. I hope that you guys enjoyed this quick review. Comment down below if you have tried any Hermetica fragrances or if you are excited for this new release for the fall season. I want to give a big thanks to Twisted Lily for working with me and for sending over this beautiful fragrance. I am So in love with it. So thank you so much, Twisted Lily. And that is going to be it for me today. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you guys in my next video.